Hello everybody, welcome back to part 2 of my August music finds. This is where I show my vinyl that I accrued over the month of August. Now, just like my CD finds video, which I just posted, this is going to be a conglomeration of albums that I found on my record crawl in Charlotte, North Carolina last month with my buddies Tommy, Beetle Brad, and Ross. We had a great time. It's our second year in a row going down to Tommy's place and just enjoying a time of great music fellowship, busting each other up a little bit, and some great sightseeing. So, just like my last video, I'm going to start with what I found on my record crawl. And again, it's a lot, so bear with me. First, I picked up, well, not first, but first my stack, Plain Spoken by John Mellencamp. This is from 2014 on Republic Records. Great singer-songwriter album from Mellencamp. Very much acoustic style. Great songs on here like Troubled Man, The Company of Cowards, Freedom of Speech. Fantastic stuff. Not too popular to find in record stores. It's not one that I've seen before, so happy to have that. Next, I found my favorite Bee Gees album. This is Cucumber Castle. This is the only album that was put out as a duo. Robin had quit the band at this point to pursue a solo album. He would come back for the following album, but picked this up, was happy to get it. Great songs on here like Io, The Lord, Bury Me Down by the River. Very folky, acoustic-y Bee Gees. It's not disco Bee Gees, so check that out. Next, I picked up Slipping Away by Chris Hillman. Of course, Chris Hillman from the Byrds. He was the bass player for many, many years with the Byrds, and also had some solo ventures with McGuinn and Gene Clark, as well as the Desert Rose Band. This is a solo record that he put out. I know nothing about this album, but again, it was a couple of bucks, and was happy to get it. I will say this was picked up at Noble Records, so the famous Noble Records that we see on YouTube so much. As was this record, I believe. Yes, this is, speaking of the Byrds, this is the Byrds Pre-Flight. These are these are songs that became like the ideas for what the Byrds' first album or two would be. So you've got early versions of, You Won't Have to Cry, Mr. Tambourine Man. I believe the song "The Reason Why" is an early take of "Feel a Whole Lot Better." So really, really excited to listen to that and see what that sounds like. Next, I picked up at Mad Jack's Records. This is "Run Skeleton Run," an album by North Carolina singer-songwriter David Childers, who I got to see open for the Avett Brothers last year. Love the title track on this. David Childers is fantastic. Those of you that watch my YouTube channel, watch my live streams, know that I sing the song "The Prettiest Thing" quite a bit. That's a David Childers tune. So this was very exciting to find in North Carolina. I'm trying to get all of the Jackson Browne albums on vinyl. This is Lives in the Balance by Jackson Browne from 1986. So happy to have that. Haven't listened to it yet. Picked up a clean copy of The Byrds, the Bees, and the Monkees. Of course, this has Daydream Believer on it. And then the other hit, Anthony's Municipal Court, Tapioca Tundra, Zoran Zam, Valerie. Really, really good stuff. Tommy sold me a couple of his records from his collection. I got this copy of Nashville Skyline by Bob Dylan. Of course, Lay Lady Lay is on here. I threw it all away, so happy to have that. He also had Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. This is the soundtrack to the same film, which had the song "Knocking on Heaven's Door" on it. So happy to have that. And Tommy also sold me a copy of Hearts and Bones by Paul Simon with the hype on here. This was the album just before Graceland, which was actually a commercial flop, believe it or not. I also picked up On the Track by Leon Redbone. Leon Redbone, is a ragtime singer. He's like a precursor to guys that I like Pokey LaFarge. He's got a great baritone voice. Just a fantastic record. Love the old ragtime song. He does a version of Marie on here. So really, really happy to have that. Bought a copy of Get Happy by Elvis Costello and the Attractions. Just, again, really, really nice copy of that. Sticking to some early Bee Gees, I had Trafalgar, which has the song "How Can You Mend a Broken Heart" on it. Trafalgar was a fairly minor hit, so again, happy to have that. And then I got a velvet cover of Odessa by the Bee Gees. Not the greatest shape with the writing. It's in stereo. But again, a lot of people say that that's their favorite Bee Gees album, so I'm happy to have that. And then I also picked up at Hardy Boy Records. This is the Concert for Bangladesh by George Harrison. A very, very, very clean copy. Hardly any dings on the cover, no splits, and the records they look pretty much mint. So happy to have this Concert for Bangladesh. And I found a Grail at Lunchbox Records. I had no idea I'd ever find this out in the wild, but this is Good Times Plus by the Monkees. This is an EP that came out for Record Store Day in 2016. It has a version of Me and Magdalena from the album. That's my favorite Monkees song, more of an electric version. Really, really cool stuff. Songs also Terrifying, A Better World, and Love's What I Want. Really, really happy to have this EP. So those are my record crawl finds. I picked up a couple of jazz releases through Blue Note. They were having a really nice sale, I got a copy of Blue Train by John Coltrane. Actually, I found this on Amazon, and it was, much cheaper than it normally goes for. So really, really happy to have this. I didn't have a copy of this. And this is the high fidelity, Kevin Gray, 180 gram vinyl. So happy to have Blue Train finally. Again, 2 albums that I bought from Impulse. Duke Ellington meets Coleman Hawkins. Really, really nice jazz record there. And 2 Bill Evans records. I have Bill Evans at Town Hall. Really, really great. And the last track on side 2 is a piece that he had written, I think the week before. His father had passed away, and a lot of people thought that he wasn't going to perform at Town Hall in 1966, but he went ahead and did it and played a solo piano piece in tribute to his father, and it's beautiful. So check that out. And then I also picked up Bill Evans Trio 65. Love me some Bill Evans. He's just a beautiful piano player. And then some new releases and some reissues that have come out. This is the latest in the Rhino High Fidelity series, which I've taken over Run Out Grooves. This is his band, The Street Choir, Van Morrison. Didn't have it on vinyl. This has stuff like Domino, Call Me Up in Dreamland, If I Ever Needed Someone, Gypsy Queen, Crazy Face. So happy to have that. And it is out of 5,000 copies. I have number 1884 for those that are interested. My CD finds, I got this on CD. This is also, this is the limited edition gold vinyl. This is Jubilee by Old Crow Medicine Show. Very, if you like stringed music, like bluegrass, like hardcore bluegrass, this is it. Really, really great record. This was just reissued. This is called Teatro. It is an album by Willie Nelson, produced by Daniel Lanois, and it has a lot of Emmylou Harris is all over this record as well. And this is kind of it's like Willie Nelson makes a Daniel Lanois record essentially. I mean, if you know the albums "Oh Mercy" by Bob Dylan or "The Joshua Tree," you know Daniel Lanois. But really, really great kind of atmospheric stuff on here. He does. Well, I'll show you. It's on clear red vinyl, and he does some covers on here, like let's see, The Maker, the Daniel Lanois song, the 3 Days. Let's see. Everywhere I Go, I Never Cared for You. So really, really good stuff. This is from 1998. So get that if you can. If you want to hear kind of what, electric Willie Nelson sounds like, this is the album to get. And then finally, I picked up 3 anniversary editions of the main 3 Jim Croce records. I picked up Life and Times, the 50th anniversary edition. This has Bad Bad Leroy Brown on it, Speedball Tucker, One Less Set of Footsteps, one of my favorite Jim Croce tunes. Then these both came out this year, I believe. No, that came out this year. This came out last year. You Don't Mess Around with Jim, which has New York's Not My Home, obviously the title track, Photographs and Memories, Operator, Time in a Bottle, Rapid Roar to Stop the Carboy, box number 10, just hit after hit after hit. Happy to have that. And then the most recent, this is I've Got a Name, obviously it's the title track. You have Working at the Car Wash Blues, I'll Have to Say I Love You in a Song. Just really, really good stuff if you like singer-songwriters, Jim Croce. So there you go, folks. Those are my music finds. This is part 2, again, on the vinyl. Please like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. Be good. Take care. Let me know what you think, and we'll talk to you in the next one. Bye now.